I'm just like messing with buttons right about now.
Right.
Audio, here we go. Audio, default. Yeah, the mic is on, the Yeti mic.
Gain is very high distortion.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right, let me cut that down a little bit. Mic volume is all the way up.
Oh, you're loud.
I am, okay. Is that better? Or is it still distorted?
No, you can hear you. It just sounds like I hear background noise, and it sounds like a kind of like an echo, like you're in a tunnel.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
This is crazy. I don't know why.
I don't know either.
That's really weird. I mean, the volume's up. I reset everything. So anyway, I guess we're live. We just wasted about a minute doing this.
I mean, you know. It is
Yeah. Hopefully we can hear anyway.
Well.
So.
Yeah.
I got my new jacket.
You do, and it's quite sexy. Now,
ask anybody else. Is anybody else comment real quick if you can't hear me? Because I got every single volume as loud as possible. I am 51, but I didn't think I was deaf yet. So
it was like a miracle ear type thing.
Is anybody commenting real quick?
So far we have gain is very high. Did you change your mic settings, Josh?
No, I didn't. But you know what I did do? I raised the volume on the actual laptop. So hang on a second. Let me cut that down a little bit. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Less echo?
It's not really an echo. I don't know how to describe it. Like you're very, very loud, but it sounds like you're like
underwater?
No, like you're 60 feet away and yelling into the mic.
Really?
You are overly super loud coming through here, Josh. You can almost barely hear Dan. That's not a bad thing. I mean, but
I don't know. I hopefully people can hear it.
Too sensitive mic. Yeah, you can hear like a TV in the background, maybe.
No, there's nothing on. There's a fan on because it's hot in the studio, but other than that, no, not really. I like that new little background too. That's badass.
It's quite sexy. Hang on, I gotta lower my my headset here because you're blowing out my eardrum.
Oh wow. Okay, sorry about that.
No, I mean, well, it is.
From now on, I'm gonna have to come on with like 6 or 7 minutes, and we're gonna have to figure out the sound. This doesn't make any sense, but whatever. I'm here.
Sunday night, while I was shiny, you were too low, and tonight you're too loud and yelling about 100 feet away from the microphone. And
I could back up a little bit here. How's that? Is that better? A little bit better? Here, I'll pull the mic back too. How's that?
It's a little bit better.
Is that better? All right.
Unfortunately, because we do it, Aaron says, Josh, lower your volume level. Unfortunately, you'll hear it after the show, which is the part that sucks. But oh
well. You just have to adjust it and raise the volume or whatever. I don't think I'm someone that talks low. It's not like I have a low talking voice or anything.
No, I mean that part is fine. Damn.
My regular show, no one has any issues. I just did the full throttle. Everybody could hear. Dan sounds like he's standing on a runway at an airport with the airplane engine running in the background.
That's a good definition of how you sound.
Oh boy.
It's unique.
Maybe it's on your side. I don't know. Everyone else said they can hear it, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so the jacket. So my wife was nice enough to get me this beautiful sheepskin leather American jacket here, and you can kind of see it. It's really cool, handmade and all that. And so basically, it was made by Palestinian children of slaves.
Good.
And so Bibi put them to work, and we ended up getting a nice jacket out of it. So thank you to the Palestinian children out there.
You know, it's good that you get rewarded from your masters in Israel. You know?
That's right. Yes.
And you know, when you get done tonight, you go and you beat the shit out of that Palestinian minor slave that you have in the house.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you produce the show better.
Yeah.
That's right.
Called me a big-nosed Jew the other day, so you know he's gonna be making more jackets this time for Mossad.
That's what I like. Uh-oh.
Exactly.
What's saying the settings need to be adjusted because Dan is difficult to hear. Maybe the moose that Dan has been talking about half the night is causing interference. Ooh, I'm difficult to hear.
I don't know. Maybe now you can hear me and we can't hear Dan.
No,
Tonight's been a cluster. Oh well.
Hey,
dude. You're gonna have to do some post editing, buddy, to kind of fix some stuff, I guess.
I know how to do post editing.
Well, then you're gonna have to get the wonderful, amazing, incredible Hollis to do it.
Yeah. I have no clue.
I don't either. I've been using like the same recording thing for like 7 years, and it's start, stop. That's it. And you can adjust the camera. And the reason that it's so old is because it doesn't have the watermark, and I don't want the watermark on it. So if I upgrade it, it's going to have a watermark. So I'm like, well, I might as well just use this simple thing. And of course, that wasn't working earlier, but I think I got it working now. So
you were fine every other week. You were fine on Sunday for me. So I don't understand, what that issue was. But I feel like I got to yell. Wow.
I don't know. Everybody said that you weren't yelling or that you were loud or something. I don't know.
No, Josh, you could reduce the gain on your mic. Can you reduce the gain? Wait, you almost had it. Whatever you did, you moved or something, and you reduced the gain on your microphone. Wow. Real-time trouble?
Yeah, we've got like real people that know what the hell they're doing. Let's see.
We need those people.
How's that? Is that better? Is that worse?
No, kind of.
Is that sound better?
No.
Might even be louder now. But now it's really quiet.
Wait, that was good.
It's quiet though.
Well, the background noise is going away because I hear your background noise more than I hear you. And you just sound like a loud, muffled, like A-bomb going off in my head.
How about now?
That's a lot better. You're almost perfect. You're almost back to normal.
I'm almost back to normal? Well, I don't know about that.
I mean, besides being
with this, you're saying, yes.
Yes.
I guess so. Yeah, somewhat.
All right.
Please, my wife's been bitching at me for like a week, saying, your head is too small. He's up here. You're down here. He's up here. You're down here. And I said, well, I don't know. He likes to kind of, lean over and talk into the mic like this. He likes to fucking do these things. And I don't do that. I sit back. I give you eye contact.
I give you eye contact. Do you want me to smile and wink at you lovingly?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the audience that's watching us.
Listen,
we hope, right?
Well, obviously,
60,000 strong last week.
Yeah, we're
60,000.
Right, we're featured.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, we're being heard by a lot of people, Josh.
Yeah, well, we just wasted like 10 minutes jerking off about the sound issues.
Oh, that's
hopefully they're better. I don't know.
I have no idea, but you're not blowing out my eardrums anymore. So.
Okay. All right. Good.
That's
so, what do you want to cover first? How about we talk about the left's all-time most revered labor activist in world history, Cesar Chavez, is a pedophile. Yes. That's right. He has been accused by multiple women. I think he's dead, right? He died many, many years ago. Yeah. So these women are now coming forward. Gee, why didn't they do it when he was alive? I don't know. Death threats? Who knows? Anyway, so he's a pedophile. He has been accused of raping and groping girls under the age of 15, having sex with them in hotel rooms, hitting a few of them. So isn't it interesting that they spent years talking about this amazing labor activist, Cesar Chavez. He's the perfect citizen. He's great for the people. He's for all the people. He loves everybody, including the underage girls that he's raping in hotel rooms. I can just say, as someone who absolutely detests liberals and the Democrats, I am so happy to report that your labor leader, your almost Jesus-like figure when it comes to the far radical left in the labor movement, other than maybe Jimmy Hoffa, who ended up underneath the Meadowlands in New Jersey. This is your guy, and so all I can say is he's a pedophile, just like you.
Like your Muhammad.
Like your Muhammad.
Like your Muhammad. And,
that's right.
It breaks my heart because now, thanks to this freaking Mossad agent, we can no longer count on Rage on Behalf of the Machine to do our show's forthcoming soundtrack. So thanks for that.
Oh, come on now.
What will they do? What will they do? Rally around the family with a pocket full of syringes.
We'll just have to put on our yarmulkes and do some Hava Nagila. How's that?
No, I could do it like a champ. I'm telling you, you better watch out. All right, you better watch out, buddy. But no, it's very interesting that he was a disgusting pedophile piece of shit. He was a disgusting pedophile piece of shit, or a disgusting piece of shit person. So
yes,
coupling pedophile makes perfect sense. So because everybody the left is obsessed with are usually pedos and just all around bad people, and it's fitting. It's fitting. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't do anything to the bastard, and these idiots write the friggin' history books. So, good luck, altering that a little bit. But it's
just a good reminder that they associate with pedophiles.
Yes.
So people can understand that eventually everyone they support is going to come out and have some type of a scandal, whether it's with children or whether it's with illegals or whatever. And so that's all. I just wanted to kind of point that out. Now, the other thing that we need to talk about is this. I couldn't even believe this when I saw this. Do you realize that the people that we are blowing up right now and getting their 72 goats to, their children actually are working in our universities and colleges teaching American students? Can you believe that? I mean, that's worse than the Confucius Institute and the Thousand Talents program, which is the CCP's way of infiltrating through those two programs. So you've got, like, for instance, I'll give you a real quick one. The daughter of Laranjani, right? We just blew him to smithereens. So her name is Fatima Adrasir Laranjani. And guess what? She is a professor at Emory University. And that's just one of them. There's a Khatami, which was one of the Ayatollahs, and everything else. I mean, this is absolute insanity that we are allowing. And you think these people, after her losing her father in the war, do you really think she's going to be talking pro-America to her students? I mean, this is more of a national security risk, in my opinion, than even the Confucius Institutes and the Thousand Talent programs that China does right now. This has to be number one. So I put it on X, and I put Secret Service, DHS, ICE, FBI, DOJ. I don't know. They need to get rid of these Muslim teachers and professors. I mean, and not just Muslim teachers and professors, but actual ones that the people that we're eliminating in Iran, these are their children. There's like more than a dozen of them. It's really sick.
It is sick. It's almost like it's by design, huh? Imagine that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what they've done. They've given these, I was going to say the SN word. They've given you...
I think I know what that means.
You should.
Yeah.
Those sand dwellers.
Sure.
Full carte blanche to take over our institutes and everything else, to preach their, bullshit for decades now. I mean... I think the only one that I like out of any of them is probably Noor bin Laden, because she's actually a badass and rejects it all. And I think she lived in Sweden or something like that. She doesn't want to live in America because she doesn't want to be a hypocrite, but she's a badass. They all want her dead. Otherwise, though, you look at those names and that's racial profiling. No, it's not. It's called bloodline connection. You're literally the family of scumbags that were killing in Iran that have been part and privy to killing thousands, if not millions, of people over the last 47 years. And these are the people that you're entrusting your children with, and our tax dollars go to pay their salaries, which is sick. Universities. It's disgusting, and they should be Listen, I don't care. They should be rounded up and shipped the hell out of this country. Bottom line. But they're American citizens. I don't give a shit. Dual loyalty.
I know. I don't care either. I don't care either. And look, the bottom line is, with everything going on in New York and everything else, and all these lone wolf attacks that we're seeing, our biggest worry now is, God forbid, a suitcase nuke coming off or something like that. So I hope that they're looking at that. But honestly, for immigration, as of right now, I would concentrate, number one, on getting as many of these folks out of the country, deported, denaturalized, whatever, because they're infiltrators. They're not here for good purposes. They're infiltrating the country. And therefore, that's why they need to go. and they need to go quickly. And Randy Fine, who actually replaced Matt Gaetz, turns out to be even almost better than Matt Gaetz. He's phenomenal. Chubby Jewish guy, one of our brothers. Anyway, he introduced the No Sharia Act law into Congress. Now, is it going anywhere? No. I mean, we can barely get the SAVE Act, going here. You think that's going to go anywhere? But at least it's a start. It's something that has been introduced. So folks need to read about it and then reach out to your member of Congress and your senator and say, hey, what about this after the SAVE Act? You know?
Yeah,
So-
that would be a novel concept, huh? Well, Matt Gaetz is busy. He's trying to look pretty on OAN. And Matt Gaetz is a good guy. He lives on his knees taking the cocks of all his, handlers. Or, Anyway. I want to thank the great American Joe Kent for keeping us safe during this time and making sure to get rid of the bad actors in America. He's truly an honorable hero.
Yeah, Joe Cunt, is that what his name is?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
Cunt. Yes.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. He served 11 tours. God bless him. Appreciate your service to this country. That's incredible. I feel bad that you're a Gold Star husband. You lost your wife, Sharon. I understand. But someone has gotten to you. You are now being controlled. You are either an asset of another country, in my opinion, or there is something going on, because you don't go from MAGA and being pretty conservative in pretty much everything to absolutely switching like a fucking cyborg into something that has been programmed, as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm glad he's gone. If you don't think that it's an imminent threat, you're crazy. It was and has been for 47 years. As I said last week, how many times are we supposed to, hear death to America, death to Israel, and not take it serious? This is just the first guy that's doing so. And he's saving us from ourselves. Let me explain that real quick. Okay? The reason I say that is because, God forbid, liberals get back into power. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to open up the borders. They're going to do this and do that. So at least now he's eliminating some of these enemies. So if, God forbid, they do get back in power, we're going to have a fighting chance. You're not going to have a nuclear armed Iran. You're not going to have all these other, communist regimes in Venezuela and Cuba. So he's setting up the world to protect Americans from themselves, because at some point we're going to be stupid and we're going to vote for our own death, basically. And he's trying to reinforce that day, whenever that day hopefully never happens or comes. He's trying to reinforce that by doing everything he's doing now. So
yeah, it's all so damn bad. Like it's just the most sickening thing I've ever seen in my life. Just all this crap, all this psyop bullshit, all the things that we've seen play out. It's so deliberate. And again, I'm still waiting. I guess Tulsi's supposed to besmirch Trump from the Senate and resign publicly. They all told us that's going to happen. I guess we all must have missed that. But yeah, okay. And JD's too busy contemplating how to resign, right? And all these wonderful things. I did a whole thing on this before, and it's like, if you keep listening to these fucktwads, honestly. Like I said, we now have my personal favorite. You have and Joe Kent, the American G.I. Joe, the little hero, bitch made queer. Out there, like his first person he goes on is to Tucker Carlson, and go and cry and ooh, and tell everybody how the big bad BB's there. He's in the White House right now. Ooh. And then it's just like this obsession. It's this Israel obsession and Erica Kirk obsession, right? And
it's just sick. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's twisted. And like I said, I think he's now an asset of another government or something. I think he's being controlled, because what he's saying doesn't make any sense. If the former director of national terrorism, right? Is that what his position was? Something like that, right? Intel, whatever. If he doesn't think there's an imminent threat, then I don't want that guy anywhere near our intelligence agencies. That's for damn sure. Yeah. So I'm glad he's gone. That's really all I can say. And then, of course, you had, we're calling him his own brand Paul. That's what we're going to call him. Yeah. His own brand Paul.
He's a hero.
Yeah, well, he voted against Mark Wayne Mullins, number one. Mm-hmm. But as I predicted, he's going to have an easy confirmation. So the vote, we got Fetterman's vote. So it's 8-7. So it was close, but it was enough. So that means it's out of committee, which means now it's going to go to the full House, where they're going to be able to debate and vote on it. And I think he's going to get not just Fetterman's vote, but I think he's not going to get Rand Paul's. We know that, but whatever. I think he's going to get possibly someone like, maybe another Democrat. I don't know. I'm trying to think who. Probably somebody. I think he's going to get one or two more Democrats, believe it or not. So I don't think you're either going to have a 50+1 with JD to get it done, or you're going to have 52 or 53 votes is my guess, only because he's in the Senate. But here's the other thing that I'm pissed about. I'm very pissed about this. Not one senator, not one Republican senator had the balls, the testicular fortitude, to ask Mark Wayne Mullins if he wants to apologize for what he said about Ashley Babbitt on January 6th, 2021, and if he wanted to also apologize for hugging that fucking murderer, what's his name? Byrd, Leroy Byrd.
Yeah.
Michael Leroy Byrd is his full name, who, by the way, has a Somali daycare, okay, in like, I forget what state, Virginia or something like that.
Yeah.
So, again, who's gonna ask that question before he's being confirmed, number one, and number two, he needs to apologize for that. I mean, I'm not saying I don't want him to be in the position, but that is an apology. He may not want to apologize to Rand Paul or his own Brand Paul, but he should be apologizing about what he said about Ashley Babbitt and for hugging that murderer who killed her as she was unarmed. So.
Absolutely agree. That's a whole other that's a whole other thing, dude. Because that just bothers me. And again, Ashley Babbitt,
it bothers us all.
Yeah, her body was taken right past me on January 6th. Actually,
oh my goodness,
just disgusting, absolutely disgusting. But anyway,
you know what the whole thing was about? That was a power trip, basically, by the left.
Oh,
the reason, I mean, it wasn't bad enough that they stole the election. But then, for you trying to fight back from them stealing the election, they got nasty and mean and vicious. Almost like, I don't know, who kills protesters for going out and protesting that we're killing right now? Oh, yeah, almost like the Iranian regime. Okay? That's what the auto pen was. Thank God we had a Second Amendment, because, believe me, that was the Iranian regime. Vindictive, revengeful, retribution, all of it. And then with the arrogance of, how dare you question our authority and our right to steal an election from the American people? How dare you? We're going to put you all in jail. I mean, this whole thing was just like an absolute power kick. And these people, were treated so horribly. I talked about this with Jake Lang and a couple others. They need a restitution in Congress fund where Americans can give money to the J6ers, and I don't care how big the thing gets, give them millions and millions of dollars and split it out. They deserve every penny of it. That's what we need. We need a J6ers, restitution fund to start in Congress, and people can donate to it and pay into it and things like that. Because what they were put through for nothing, for bullshit, for lies, for being entrapped, I mean, they deserve a lot. They deserve a ton.
Yeah, and
so I hope he apologizes. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a giant black eye in the world of I love America and I have balls, but I'm going to be a little bitch cuck and go make excuses for these freaking evil demons while they just shit on us. It was worse than 9/11, don't you know? Worse than 9/11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure it was. But they need to believe that. So you wouldn't pay attention to the non-publicly attended inauguration of the thief. So, the keto thief. So, real good. It's real good.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I was going to ask you, you have that email that I sent you with the other topics? I mean, I can pull up some more, but I think there was a couple more here that I had that I thought would be funny. We tried to pick things that we could kind of, poke fun at.
We're trying.
We're trying. We're giving it a shot.
Yeah, we're trying to give you something better.
Here we go. Topics.
Hang on. Excuse me.
We covered a few of them. No, we covered actually a few of them.
I know.
Right up. Oh, what about the NASCAR pussy? Oh, the NASCAR pussy. We got to cover the NASCAR pussy.
Yes, we got to go into that.
So apparently, a young NASCAR driver was talking to somebody. I don't know if you have the clip or not, but anyway, talking to somebody, and the person had an effeminate voice, and so they were mocking them, and they were going, "Oh my God," and da da da, whatever. And so the NASCAR indefinitely suspends the NASCAR driver for this. So now we have woke NASCAR out of everything from football to basketball to baseball. The only one that's not woke is hockey. And now you're going to tell me that NASCAR, which is like, the epitome of Americana, is now somehow being woke too? I mean, these were the idiots that had the noose thing, right? Remember with the Jesse Smollett driver? I forget his name.
Bubba Wallace or something.
Bubba Wallace or whatever. So now they're basically saying that this guy he can't drive. He can't do what he loves to do and worked all those years to do because he made fun of somebody. And then, of course, the guy is begging to be able to race. I apologize. I'm so sorry this happened. And I should have known better. I'll be a better person. So that's why I called him the NASCAR pussy. Oh, you got it. Here you go.
Here you go. Let's
Good.
watch this.
It's like St. Pete promo stuff, and he was at it. And I thought he was one of like the Indy Next guys or like the Miata guy or something. I really didn't know.
Sorry, Emma. He plays for the other team, I think.
And I was like, so what do you, I was like, y'all race any ovals? And he was like, distraught that I asked him that question. Like, yeah, we raced Nashville and Iowa. Like, and I didn't know Miata's went to Nashville. He's like, why don't you eat your food? It's like, oh my gosh, yes. We raced Indianapolis too. Love Indianapolis. And Roger Penske. I love Roger. Love you, Roger. As soon as I start doing a David Malukas gay voice, I hit a gold. So let's keep it going. We're just gonna keep talking like this, like miss a gold. I'm on fire. I didn't know what he raced or anything. We did some like St. Pete.
Dude, like
That is, I mean, he was joking around. He was having a little bit of fun, and now that person
cares?
can't do any more NASCAR racing. That's why I titled it NASCAR Pussy.
It's such a, like, my God, man. Like, it's whatever. It's just fucking disgusting. It really is fucking disgusting. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's so freaking offended. Like, you know what? Guess what, motherfuckers? Getting a dick in your ass has to make you go, hello. I got a dick in my ass. I thought I used to talk like this, but oh my God. Like, what the? I took it real hard last night. Oh my God. No more driving in circles for you. I didn't even watch fucking NASCAR, okay? I never understood it. Like, they drive in circles, all right? I can go to I live in New York City, all right? I don't need to watch people drive in circles. But, you can't drive now because you might have offended us. Oh. Like, Jesus, talk about appropriation. God.
You do that a little too well. I'm going to take a sip.
Thank you. I'm I'm practicing. I want to be the chief of staff on
You're
Ayatollah.
practicing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, dude, this is what the world...
Okay, fair enough. Let's have that discussion. Why is it that they have to change their voice to sound like a woman? What is that all about? I mean, that really makes no sense to me at all.
But isn't their whole thing that they don't like women? So why do they have to try to sound feminine if they're...
Yeah, yeah. Well, the trans testicles, they get voice training and all kinds of shit to try to sound like a woman. It's demonic. I mean, in every sense.
It's a little troubling. Like,
a little troubling.
Oh my God, you guys are so bad. So that brings me to actually a wonderful subject, Josh. Last week on our Rage of Aquarius show, Greta said, "Shut up, you Jew boy," to you. Oh my God.
Who did?
Shut up, Jew boy.
Oh, I like it.
Shut up, you Jew boy. Oh my God. It was like such a witty comment by the person called Greta on our Rumble stream.
She didn't have a bowl cut, did she?
No.
She probably did. She's probably a fish eater.
No, honesty. Well, it's definitely a dyke, but in all honesty, I wish she had her throat cut. But, that's so mean. But you know what? She's a dumb bitch who should die. So, there's my karma. Anyway, but literally, like,
Well, you know what? That means that we're getting negative comments. That means we're getting under people's skin. That means we're over the target. That means people like the show. And yeah, that's good.
No positive spin on this shit. It is funny, but I responded to the dumb bitch, right? And laid out all these things, and shut the fuck up, you something. Like, wow, that got me. And then it was shut up, Jew boy. Like, wow. So that must be one of those Nick Fuentes
or
Groipers or Goifers or whatever the fuck they call it. Gophers?
Jew boy, that's like the Mother Goose version, probably, of the things that I've been called. From a kike to a Hebe to a Jewish Nazi. That one's interesting. But do you know the true story about behind the word kike? Which is, okay, so kike is the N word for Jews, right? You can't get any worse than that, all right?
No.
So here's the true story on where it came from. When the Jews were coming over through Ellis Island, most of them were actually illiterate. And they couldn't really read or write or anything. Many of those immigrant Jews that were coming over. And so because they couldn't sign their name, then the people that were checking them in, the processing people, said, well, just put an X. Just put an X. And they refused to do that because they didn't want an X for whatever reason. But they said, we'll do a circle. And so they would put circles as for their name or whatever, right? Well, they couldn't understand it. And so they kept seeing these circles. They didn't understand what was going on. Well, it turns out that circle is like kekel or something, or keikel almost, or something like that in Yiddish. And so to identify whether they were a Jew or not, they said with the circles, they called them kikes because they couldn't remember what that name was. And so it's basically like calling a Jew a stupid, countryless immigrant who, can't read or write, basically. Like you're pretty much stupid and retarded or whatever. So that's what the word is. So when someone uses that word, that's what they're saying. Which is interesting because Jews are extremely bright and articulate, and they say we own the banks and we own this and we own that and everything else. Well, yeah, and there's less of us too. There's only 16 million Jews left in the entire world. I love hearing this Jews will not replace us bullshit. You ever hear that bullshit? Jews will not replace us.
Yeah.
I said, are you kidding me? There's 3 million Muslims, and then the rest of the world is, 9 billion people? There's 16 million Jews left in the world, 6.5 million in the United States, 6.5 million in Israel, and I don't know, a few, million spread out through 180 countries. So who the fuck are we replacing? Tell me. We couldn't fill up a couple of football stadiums, for goodness sake. So it's such a negative, just blame the Jews for everything type of attitude. And, it's just stupid.
Well, and that was
according to what Mossad just programmed me to say into my mind and everything else. What was that, Bibby? Wait, hang on. What, Bibby?
Oh,
yeah.
sorry,
Okay, I got it.
I did what you asked, BB. But no,
Right.
the two things in his ears. One is straight to the fucking
Straight to the
Knesset.
to the Knesset.
Knesset.
To the Knesset. It goes right to the Knesset.
Right to
And
the
then that's when we talk to Bibi and the rest of them, and then we vote. Exactly. Sounds like every one of my Jewish relatives growing up. Literally all of them.
Listen, you need to stop because we all know Netanyahu is dead. All right, I saw.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
True.
With him and his 6 fingers, right? Yeah, one's in his ass. Sure,
Yeah.
okay.
So stop.
No, he's alive and well. He's alive and well.
And everybody, just so you know, that we want to make the announcement now that we're actually going to be doing a third show, and it's going to be the Johnson Band Cooking Hour. So we're going to make matzo bra, matzo balls fresh,
and tons of pork.
Yeah.
Tons of pork. Hell, we might even find a little bit of dog meat, if you know what I mean.
I want to get a yarmulke big enough.
No, we are definitely not doing a cooking show. That would be, I mean, I would have to be just hammered to do something like that.
Listen.
Which would actually be kind of fun.
Well,
But,
I'm
you know.
just saying, one of the jobs of being interviewed next week would mean traveling probably every month or other month to Arizona. So,
That would be cool.
I know. Then we're gonna have to make the matzo bros. I'm just saying. I'll bring the
You're in the neighborhood, you stay at my house. No problem.
I appreciate that.
I got a beautiful pool and mountains everywhere. It's nice.
Let's see. There you go. You heard it. You heard it publicly, people. So now he has to back that up. I'm just saying.
That's right.
But thank you. I'll touch your wall. Sorry.
Yeah, right. The Wailing Wall. The Wailing Wall. Exactly. Yeah, I think I have one somewhere in the house. I'll have to find it. Actually, you know what a mezuzah is, right? You've heard of that, right?
Yes.
So a lot of religious Jews have a door in their doorway. They have a thing on the side of the door. It's called a mezuzah, and there's a prayer inside it. And really religious Jews will walk into another house if they see one, and they kiss it like that, and then they walk in as a sign of respect into the house. So there you go. You learned another lesson right there.
Thank you.
Mezuzah, it's called.
Everybody,
And Meshuggah means crazy, right?
Oh, of course.
So there's mezuzah and Meshuggah. There's
Well-
your Yiddish words for the day.
and it's appropriate because of the time of the year. So we are in a
Yeah,
proper-
Ramabam.
Yeah.
Ramabam is what it's called. That's right.
It's very seasonally based information, people. You needed to hear this, okay?
Yeah.
So last week it was tranny whales. This time it's all about the Jews.
That's
So,
right.
The first time.
Only because you brought it up. For me, I would never even talk about it.
Well, I have to because
You know, I'm more of a political animal than anything else. I don't typically do the religious stuff.
Listen,
Very rare.
You needed to hear it because Greta left the most intelligent comment ever. Shut up, you Jew boy.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, so therefore, I have to respond to such high intellect. Thank
Gotcha.
you. Thank you.
We appreciate it. More hate mail, please. We love to
Yes.
read it while we are in the restroom.
Yes,
Taking
please
care of
hate
business.
on us more, because what you motherfuckers don't know is we have supportive comments too. So,
Oh, tons of them. Tons of thumbs up and all that. So
we're
it's doing well. It's doing well.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
it's
fun.
we might have to up our game a little bit.
We should. We should come up with some different things.
Yes, we'll make our own brand.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
Rage of Aquarius.
Yes, the Rage
We'll
brand.
see what happens.
I like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So I have another video pulled up here of Chucky Schumer from your email. So
Oh, goodness.
if you're ready for it, I can play it. I hate seeing this disgusting bastard.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
Go for it.
All right, let me hit my magical share screen button. It's on Rumble, so kudos to where we're featured tonight, my fellow PayPal Mafia owned friends. So here we go. All right, let's see. Let me put it on screen here. There's that ugly son of a bitch. Oh, well, you answered to BB. I apparently answered to him because everybody says that I'm only running in Maine because Chuck Schumer sent me. So there you go. So there you go.
He looks like the penguin if the penguin took a shit.
True. Or
Right?
in the process of shitting. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ohio law enforcement supports Vivek Ramaswamy because
Oh, shut up.
President Trump, Vivek supports us. Vivek will
The core of the bill is handing the voter rolls over to DHS, putting them through an algorithm designed by Moj and
Moj.
Musk
Fucking retard.
that supposedly knocks out illegal immigrants from voting. The
Oh!
evidence is almost no illegal immigrants vote.
Oh! Did he not just admit the truth?
Wow.
If you pass the SAVE Act, we won't be able to have the illegal aliens vote. He
What
said
a
it.
Terrible thing. I mean,
He said it.
seriously.
He said it.
Dude, this guy is a legend. I mean, he literally, if Republicans weren't so dumb, they'd be using his own words like for, campaign videos and shit like that. Because the material they give you is incredible. Literally. He just admitted it.
Legend is definitely not a word I would go. How about cryptic, demonic fruitcake? I think is a better description for him. Look, there's a lot of liberal Jews that I absolutely despise, and he's definitely one of them. I can't stand that tub of shit congressman who just retired. What do they call him? The stinky one. They're always making fun of him on Gutfeld. The fat guy. I can't think of his name. Maybe you'll remember.
Oh.
Anyway, him, Rahm Emanuel, another piece of shit. Of course, you had Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, there's a lot. I get it. I understand sometimes why people loop us all together and say, hey, all Jews are bad. Look at these fucking maniacs. Yeah, they are. They're maniacs, but it doesn't mean that we're all like that or support that. So, fuck you.
Exactly. Now, all right, hang on.
And that's all I'm going to say to the person who commented. Please comment more, good, bad, or indifferent. It's free speech. We want to hear it and see it all. So.
Yes, and especially more intelligent comments like that, because it really, really hits a nerve when you say, boy, or tell me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I cried about that a
It's like your one shot to really tell us, be creative. Come up with something,
Make us think a second before we
then you'll get a better response.
Exactly.
Instead of being, shown to be the idiots that you pretty much probably all are.
Exactly.
Be creative. Say something creative.
Yes. Trust us, please, because we've been hearing about the best of them.
Challenge us. Say that we don't know what we're talking about. Give us different facts, and we'll prove you that we are right.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Just be intelligent.
I would love that, dude. I mean, seriously, we're gonna have to open up the phone lines one day. It's gotta happen.
Oh, I would love that.
Here we go.
Love that.
All right, here's your latest update from CNN.
And this is one of those, because just take a look here. MAGA GOP view of Trump. Approve 100%. 100%. If you are a member of MAGA and the GOP, you approve of Donald John Trump. 0% say that they disapprove. You don't have to be a mathematical genius to know you can't go higher than 100%. He is the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Now, there are some Republicans who disapprove of Donald John Trump, but they are not members of the Make America Great Again movement. The bottom line is this: if you are a member of MAGA, you approve of Donald Trump.
It's interesting, though, because there have been a couple prominent people who have sort of come out online, and they're very mad about.
Listen to her trying to needle in something
because he promised no wars. Is there any sign that people might be leaving MAGA relative to 2024?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So, I've said it before, and, the theme of this segment is Tucker Carlson be darned. And when we look at the numbers, I mean, I've heard some people say, oh, you know what, when you look at those MAGA numbers, it doesn't account for those who might have left MAGA. But take a look here. Americans who identify as MAGA in November of 2024, it was 28% of Americans. Now it's basically the same. If anything, it's slightly higher at 30%. The bottom line is this: the MAGA base within the GOP is not shrinking. It's the same size. If anything, it is slightly larger than it was back in 2024 when, of course, Donald Trump won a second term. So that 100% that Donald Trump has approval among MAGA GOP, that is not an artifact of MAGA shrinking. It's just an indication of how strong Donald Trump's grip is on that MAGA base.
And so I guess it begs the question of what's happening with inside the GOP.
But please, there must be something.
Those kind of numbers,
what about mass?
They're going to want to retain that, right? So they can retain their seats.
Yes. And what we're talking about, we mentioned Iran in the intro of this segment, GOP on U.S. military action in Iran. Look at this. In MAGA, it's 90% approval. It's 90% approval, just 5% disapproval. If you disapprove of the job that Donald Trump is doing, the U.S. military action in Iran, and you're a member of the GOP, look at this. It's your non-MAGA. You're non-MAGA. It's 36% there, 54% approved. But the majority of Republicans approve of the job that the U.S. military action is in Iran, and the majority of MAGA, which is the majority of the GOP, very much approved, 90%. Very little split in Donald Trump's base. Those who disapprove in the GOP, simply put, they hate MAGA.
It's really clear. MAGA has the floor.
MAGA has the floor, 100%.
I love it.
This is a public service announcement. Harry Enton did not kill himself. Thank you.
Not suicidal at all. Dude, I had to play it because it's just so damn entertaining. But I'm telling you right now, he's starting World War IV.
World War 55.
World War 72. I'm telling you right now. I want Tim Pool to dance on a table for me. Oh.
I don't want to see that. Absolutely not.
Come on. I'll tell you right now. We shut down. You need to buy the supplements. Make your dick hard. I got it for you, Sydney. Literally seeing that clip of Alex Jones on Tim Pool and him, obviously drunk. We're shut down next month. It's always next month.
Yeah.
Always coming for it.
Fill my coffers again.
That's right. I got to fill my coffers because you are the tip of the spear. And I want to, speaking of tips, Tim, you want to dance on the table? Make it do a table dance. Like seeing that, it's like this is like the after party of these fucking black pill grifters scumbags. Like this is what they're reduced to. Like it's just they all hang out, they all jerk each other off, and it's like, wow, how's it going for y'all? Huh?
But here's the thing. If the map and the polling is right, which again, this was an NBC poll. Okay, that's about as liberal as it gets, and it was registered voters, probably not likely voters. Yeah. So that means the numbers would have been 105 or 110 if they would have went over 100.
Yeah.
And so 90 to 5%. That goes to show you that this whole imaginary wing of anti-Trump, anti-Iran war people is this massive, huge thing. No, it's not. It's bullshit. It's tiny, and even NBC News is proving it. So again, you're such a small minority. It's like it's not even on a map, okay? And this goes to show it. Now, if you were at 18 or 22%, yeah, I'd say we have a problem. But at 5%, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but don't worry. Milo says we ride. I can't do a British fag. They ride it with Dawn. And Candace is there too. We ride. Where they all riding to? What, you're all like, what? You're all Paul Revere's now? You're all patriots. Everybody's a patriot. I'm a patriot. You're a patriot. We're all patriots. Everybody is a patriot. Everybody's a patriot. Oh my God, will you all just go fuck yourselves already? Everybody's a patriot. I sent out an email. You're a patriot.
Well, look, here's the thing. That whole like anti-Trump thing, a lot of it is jealousy, number one, right? And the other part is they can't understand that we are protecting ourselves from ourselves. You know what I mean? That's really what we're doing here, and I don't want to get into a long spiel on it. But the bottom line is, when, God forbid, in the future, they're back in power, well, at least we have, a lot of these threats taken care of. And if you can't understand that, I don't know. Then that's why you're being marginalized. That's why your voice is really not as big as you think it is, because it's only 5%.
Yeah.
But, look, we also don't want to sit here and constantly be ripping each other down all over the party either. We have to have some ability to coalesce during the midterms. We can't have like these hateful 5%, not showing up and shit like that. So, got to kind of look at it two different ways. But look, the Iran war, let's talk about that real quick. I've been talking about it for the longest time. Take Karg Island. Take the fucking island. And now there's a report, Trump considering deployment of thousands of ground troops along the Straits of Hormuz and on Karg Island as Rhino Warpeg Lindsey Graham demands he take Karg Island. Now, Lindsey Graham is an absolute rhino. Complete establishment. Doesn't vote with Republicans very often, is questionably light in the loafers, certainly, and he's a neocon establishment warmonger. And I disagree with him on everything. Ukraine, all that shit. On this, he's right. I'm sorry to say that I agree with Lindsey Graham on this. Take Karg Island. That's 90% of all of their crude oil right then and there. You cripple the regime. You want boots on the ground? Guess what? 3 countries have already said they want to take out Iran. Okay, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia just mentioned that they're going to attack at some point. They just said that on a news report. So that's 3 more countries. So you want boots on the ground? You're going to have boots on the ground. They're going to be Qatari boots. Yep. They're going to be Saudi Arabian boots. They're going to be UAE boots. Okay, that's what's going to happen. All right, and IDF boots as well. Now, are we going to actually put boots on the ground? Yeah, sort of. Okay. See, the whole thing about this boots on the ground. Oh my God, boots on the ground. We've got boots in the sky. We've got boots on the ground. We've got boots on the sea already. Okay. The reality is this. The way that they're going to quote unquote put boots on the ground is they're going to put them outside of Iran. Karg Island is 18 miles away from Iranian mainland. The Straits of Hormuz and some of the other smaller islands are not on the land of Iran. So boots on the ground are going to happen. There's no question about it. But they're not going to be, quote, boots on the ground in the country of Iran. And that's how the word game is being played as we speak right now in Washington. I'm sure of it. And I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's probably going to happen pretty soon, because they have to. You got to understand, they hung 3 people today or yesterday, including one that was a champion wrestler, 19-year-old kid. Okay, protesters. They have already, I think, arrested or something, 97 people, or executed probably another 97 people the other day. So they're still around. This regime is underground, and it's still around. And so the only way you're going to kill all of the cockroaches, you got to get to all of them. You can't leave 1 or 2, because then they'll grow and they'll become more cockroaches. So you have to clear out every single cockroach. Every single one. And however you do that, it's going to take manpower to do it. And that's it. That's what's going to have to happen. And so, you'll have a better Iran and a better world for it. You can't see that, I can't help you.
Yeah, you're a lost cause then.
It doesn't make me a warmonger. It makes me someone who's smart and can envision the future without a nuclearized Iran ready to die for their god. So, sorry, folks.
I like these little superheroes online. Well, when are you enlisting to go die for Netanyahu? It's like, sorry, bitch, some of us already did enlist. Fuck you. And it's always, this is like the little things you're doing on social media. Like, well, it's so pre-organized. It's like a perfect Soros, actually, wait a minute.
It is probably being funded by him.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Speaking of the devil, it's a dominatrix Madden. Who the hell is that? Whoa, I got some interesting messages. I never open messages on X. Apparently, I have dominatrix Madden. Is that
really?
Madden's dominatrix? That's kind of freaky.
I don't know. Today's days of dominatrix, thinking it's a woman. I don't know. Who knows? I'd hit delete if I was you.
I will, but first, I don't care. Oh, no, too big. Hang on. Here we go. Here. Wait. I can't do it. Here we go.
Oh, there you go.
Our newest puppets are complete. Now we infiltrate MAGA from within.
Haji twins.
Good boys, my little puppets. Cheap too.
Holy shit. Oh my goodness.
Don't look away when you betray that person. Say what they want long as the money keeps flowing. Smile for the crowd while the cameras keep rolling. Strings on your hands, but you swear you're working. Welcome to the daytime circus. Free on purpose.
Welcome to the show.
Let's discuss the economy. The media is spinning it. We must fight back!
Welcome to the daytime circus.
All right. Oh boy. Well, there was certainly some anti-Semitism in there, but we'll let that slide. But yeah, all those people are grifters, and all those people have been wrong, and and that's the thing, you're gonna be wrong. There's no question about it. So then what happens? Are you going to be man or woman enough to say, hey, you know what, guys? Sorry, I got it wrong, and apologize? Because you're going to get it wrong. I'm telling you, you're going to get it wrong. Things are going to work out here, perfectly.
And they
really are
going to be dead to us even when they apologize. So, hey.
And Cuba's next.
Yep.
Cuba's next, right? Oh, no, I changed my shirt.
A beautiful, beautiful thing. What shirt?
I had a shirt that has Trump's face on Che Guevara. So it's like Che Guevara. He's got like the bandana and the whole thing, and then there's like a Cuban old car on one side, American flag, and it's a T-shirt with him in the middle, and it says Cuba's next. And I had it on earlier, but I changed it. So
well, you wanted,
but you'll see it. You'll see it.
That's okay. That's okay. So what else is? Oh shit!
Where are we at?
We got 5 minutes left.
5 minutes.
How the hell did that happen?
I don't know. There's There's one other thing we could just touch on real quick.
Please do.
Comey has been subpoenaed in the Russia Gate investigation. Now, I like I said, you're not going to get convictions in New York or Virginia or Maryland or D.C. or anything like that, but you can get them in Florida.
Yeah.
And the subpoena for the Russia conspiracy case is a grand jury in Florida.
Yep.
And so, again, I said when they dropped the charges on him and this and that, I said they're not done with him yet. I said, don't worry about the small stuff. He could be wrapped up in something a lot more, a lot more crazier and bigger and more dangerous for him, for sure, for his freedom. So we'll see what happens. But, they can do two things at once. I think they're working on at least two conspiracy cases, criminal conspiracy cases. I haven't heard anything about the auto pen. So maybe they kind of dropped that one and they're concentrating on Russia and the 2020. And I think that's what they're doing. I don't think they're working on too much more than that. But hey, if people go down for those two alone, plus rearranging the whole world in 4 years to be safer, thank you. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
That has that's what I voted for. I honest to God, I'm happy to see that prick get it. And I hope he does face, and I can't see how he wouldn't. And like you said, the perfect venue for it, and that's exactly what you need. So it's there's so much freaking stuff happening. I mean, it's kind of crazy because there's probably about another 60 things I wanted to go over, but damn.
We still got a few minutes. You know what you could do is we'll do maybe like one or two more and then wrap it up or something.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on this? I'll keep them moderate. I'll save some good ones, some juicy ones for Sunday. So, what are your thoughts on what they're doing now with the JD and Trump trying to cause the division between JD and Trump? Did you see when they asked him the question in the Oval Office about JD not agreeing with the war in Iran and everything else, and trying to pit Marco and JD against each other and pit them against Trump? What are the thoughts on that one?
Well, I think it's obviously all based on politics for 2028. They want them at each other's throat. They want Marco and him to not be the ticket that is completely unbeatable. No one can beat that ticket. And so they're coming up with, controversies that aren't really there or exist. And I think that JD is smart enough to understand that. I know Trump is because he picked him. And I think Rubio is also understanding of their game as well. One thing you haven't really seen a ton of this time around is leaks, right? Remember in the last one, it was like leaking like a sieve. Every 2 minutes there's a new leaker, right? This time they were smart. During the inauguration, they offered them, I don't know what it was, to have, not the inauguration, when they were setting up their cabinet, so around that point, they were offering them government sponsored and listen to devising and everything else. Oh, here, do it at the White House, set up everything here. And he was like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm going to stay in my $560 million, by the way. It just came out today. Mar-a-Lago is worth $560 million. So sit on this fat cow, Letitia James.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is that is what is happening. That's what's happening right now. And so, we're going to see what happens.
And do you think it's fair to associate Tulsi with the Tucker crowd? Because I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing it. I think Tulsi's been kind of a badass. And is it really her?
No, I mean, Tulsi's been an absolute surprise. A good surprise, obviously, a relief. Yeah. I thought about it. I was like, a Democrat, in charge of national intelligence in a Trump administration? What are you, crazy? But she's turned out to be really, really good. She's turned out to be excellent. And, she's shown her independence years ago and things like that. But, look, I think that, like I said, this regime is still somewhat intact. There's a lot of these crazy motherfuckers out there. And they're all over everywhere. They're hidden underground and everything else. So at some point, I think there's going to be a ground game coming, whether it involves us directly or just other countries. I think it's coming.
I'm not seeing the divide between Tulsi and JD and anything else.
No. So I mean, Marco Rubio and JD are very close. Hegseth is close. They're all really close. I mean, they've done so many of those cabinet meetings, and it just seemed like everybody wanted to be there. Everyone had their own, things to say. It was you never saw that during the auto pen years.
Yeah.
They'd have to wheel that, that corpse out basically, and put a muzzle on him when he said anything, and put, number walk this way, this way, arrows and shit, and clap, and then he's all clap, it's like, I mean, how the American people must be going, wow, at least we don't have that puppet thing anymore, It's like, this is a man of action. He knows what he's doing. He's cleaning up these messes that all these past presidents, all these years, kicked the can down the road on, and
every last
no more,
dude.
No more.
I'm sorry, there's nothing compared to what we have now, and this is American friggin' exceptionalism 101. All right, so. And if I hear one more time that the prices, yeah, well, you know what? No, we're seeing a renaissance. So let's see where we're at by July 4th, because I'm telling you, there'll be a lot more happening between now and July 4th, 2020.
There's going to be a ton, and honestly, I think with the whole year 250, that's why I got the jacket. I got a new background that I'm ordering that has the 250 year anniversary up on it. It's like a plane flying by with it. It's really cool, and I think that is going to help a tremendous amount, because everyone's going to be so patriotic, so in a celebratory mood, not just for the 4th of July, which is my favorite holiday, and quite frankly wish was a week-long celebration and everything was closed down, but that's a story for another day. I think that moving into that time frame into the midterms, I think people are going to be pumped, full of American pride, all these great sporting events and things like that. So I'm confident, I'm cautiously confident that we might be okay. I think our issue is with independents, and clearly the polling shows when 95% approve of what he's doing, and then 100% are all for MAGA with an NBC News poll. The base is fine, right? It's the independents in the middle, and I've seen some swings in the polling there. So you got to bring the independents up between 8 and 10 points, and I think we'll be fine, because they're the ones that are gonna. You got to pass the SAVE Act. Never mind, fine.
Yeah.
SAVE Act. Somebody said, and I haven't been able to verify it yet, but I heard that the Kentucky Fried Chicken Mitch McConnell may have signaled that he's in support of it. Again, I haven't verified this yet. It's just a comment that I heard, and that's what I heard. So I don't know. It'd be weird, because he's not really a senator anymore.
No.
He's not even, he's barely even alive. He's worse than Joe Biden, actually. And you have this scumbag, Terry Carmack, a 40-year veteran of D.C., a swamp rat, chief of staff. He's the one that's calling the shots. He's the one that's running the Senate. So you have an unelected 40-year, swamp rat pretending to be the senior senator from Kentucky right now. That's happening right now. Now, I put out a lot about this guy. I know many others did as well. We gave out his phone number. We gave out his email address. And maybe, just maybe, that pressure got him the flip, because I have to verify it first. If you all want to verify it, by all means, please do. But I heard that he may have switched to supporting the SAVE Act. And if he did, that's Thune's, basically master. Right? I mean, Thune's the bitch and he's the master. Yeah. So if the master is going to roll over for the bitch, you might be a lot closer to getting it done than you think.
And it was interesting, because I even felt compelled to share the tweet and say thank you to whoever wrote Bitch McConnell's tweet, because he actually put out a fantastic tweet on X, destroying Joe Kent, which I thought was really impressive. And I'm like, wow, I mean, that was staffer 101. That was grade A staffer right there. Bitch McConnell, all for America. So so it may not. So
maybe he's turning. I don't know. Maybe he heard from us. Again, people say, oh, you got to call you got to write them. And people say, bullshit, that doesn't work. No, actually it does. When enough of us actually do things like that. I mean, I've been doing this for 14 plus years. I mean, my folks would know how long they've been with me, how many, campaigns for emails. I mean, too many to count, hundreds probably. And so it does work. You're not going to win every battle, but the harder you do it, the more likely you are going to win. And again, thank you to all the patriots out there that were exposing him as well and putting his number out there and his email address, because he went from a solid no to even blocking it from coming out of committee. He wouldn't even let it come out of committee. So if you don't think that there's outside pressure from patriots around this country, you're sadly mistaken, because clearly he's now allowed it out of committee, and if he's supporting it, which again we need to verify, that goes to show you that pressure campaigns actually do work.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting change of pace. So I got to look at that too. We'll talk about that on Sunday. That is actually accurate, because that would be a hell of an impressive thing, to say the least.
It would be,
But anyway, I mean, dude, I just keep talking to you all night, but
Yeah. No, I probably got to get going, but
I mean,
those are all my thoughts. What are yours?
Since you decide to counter program me by starting your show now at the same time I start my show, you got to be a douche like that. I never want to hear you say I didn't stop by, because I can't now. I'm going live while you're doing the full throttle, so it's kind of rude.
I know. Well, you know what? It is what it is. That's fine.
Kind of rude. I'll get you when the hours fall back, though. Don't you worry.
Yep.
We're real Americans over here.
That's right.
But, all I have to say is, buy the book.
Boom. There it is.
See that? I was on point there.
Preserving Liberty. Isn't that a great title?
Yes, I like
Bold
that.
and brave solutions to save America and create permanent freedom. And that's what that book does, in a nutshell. It basically shows you and breaks down every single thing from a long-term activist's point of view. How to fix problems. It's a problem-solving type of book. That's kind of how it was written. So.
And if you buy it, Josh will come over and point at you.
Yeah.
Right?
I gotta take the hat off.
Telegrams? Yes, he's gonna come and point at you. Boom.
There it goes.
Outstanding. Well, bro.
All right, my man.
Thank you as always, brother. And it was fun. And
absolutely.
Tell BDS say good night. And I got to keep going another 1 to 7 hours.
That's crazy. I don't want to hear myself talk that long. I don't know how you can do it. But God bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good.
It's really, you got to say prayers for the audience, because they put up with this shit. I don't know why. So,
I mean, I can't go more than 2 hours. 2 hours, it'd be I could do it, but it's just I don't know. Who knows? I mean, if you were doing it for 2 people for 4 hours, that would be a lot, I think, better and easier, rather than doing it just by yourself. But
I have the better half join me.
Like Joe Rogan does 4 hours or 3 hours, but he's talking to guests and things like that, so he's not doing it just by himself, and he's done pretty damn well. So
are you trying to say that I'm not entertaining solo?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I don't know how anyone could do 4 or 5 hours by themselves. It's just, God bless you for being able to do that.
Special person, bro. A special type of dumbass. Anyway.
No. Look, I saw the views. The views are huge. So good on you.
Yeah. God
people want to hear what you have to say. That's for sure.
I don't know why. Or you just laugh at me. But either way, it still counts. So I don't give a shit. Brother, thank you.
All right, man.
I will see
Send me this, and man, this one's going up right away. There's a lot of good clips
you
can cut out of this one. I'll be busy on this one for sure.
This was fun.
Absolutely.
Even though you were yelling at me from a wind tunnel, but thank you, brother.
You know what? You could cut that part off when you send it, and then they won't even know it was there.
That's right. It's like it never happened.
Like it never happened. There you go.
Cut it off like the foreskin.
Cut it off like the foreskin. No one will even know it ever happened.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right.
All right, man.
Take care.
Catch you later, brother. There he goes.
Rage of Aquarius with your hosts, Dan Smeriglio and Josh Bernstein, every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network. Download our apps on Android and Apple to never miss a show. Watch at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Roku TV, Fire TV, and Android TV.